Boys and girls, Alex here. I'm just about to make a video titled, in quotes, Taming of William Ing's 5-cut method. I said in quotes only because I'm just going to demonstrate how I used a purpose-built jig to be able to adjust the fence without having to perforate it with screw holes before you finished up getting the final setting. This is the jig that I use, which works on the principle of advancing a bolt with a ratchet spanner to make micro adjustments on the fence setting. Now, to actually do that, you'll have to look at the video if you're interested. If not, well, you don't look at the video. But this is basically going to be well, I was hoping it to be short, but it took me bloody longer to set up this jig than it probably did to make the sled, because you've got to keep everything in line horizontal, otherwise it won't work. And initially my intention was to twist the bolt in quarter turns because I didn't have the swing available. But I thought to myself, well, as I'm doing a quarter turn and I'm returning it, I might not be returning it to the exact zero that I had before. And do that 4 times and you're exacerbating your margin of error. It's better if I can at least, even though I do it in quarter turn lots, I don't return the spanner. So when I do a full 360 degrees, it's at least one movement as opposed to 4 movements, which multiply the margin of error. Now to set it up, it was just a pain. Even now you can see it's not the most rigid. The slightest touch will move the needle. In fact, before I start, I will reposition this to 0, and let's hope we, well, get away with it. But every time I move either one of these setups, it tends to affect the dial by only 0.01 of a mil, which is, well, but still. But anyway, look, without further ado, let's zoom in on the action and see what happens. Now, zoom. No, go the other way. Here we are. That's what we're interested in, the caliper. We'll zoom out. You'd think that after a few videos I'd get this zoom right, but bugger if I can. Okay, got the spanner. No, I haven't. Yes, I have. Find out which way I'm ratcheting. I'm doing it that way to advance. I bring it down to no, you see I had it the wrong way anyway. I bring it down to what I would classify as vertical down. No shit, come on. Get this right. Get this right, get this right. No, I'm still not. That's it. Get it down to vertical down. Now, here we go with, is that close enough to vertical? One more ratchet maybe. Come on. That's it, one more click. No. I've got to sort of like pick vertical down when it engages. Alright, that might be just a fraction out. Alright, what I'll do is I'll bring it to vertical down, what I think is vertical down visually, and oh no, that's up 90 degrees. Now we're looking at somewhere like 31, although actually it's a fraction more than 90, so let's just say 30, 32.032 or 32 of a mil. Bring it up to 120, which would make it let's relax it. That makes it 65. Bring it down to 270, which makes that 96. And let's try and go down to vertical, down again, close enough to. That makes it roughly about 122. Look, I'm going to settle on 120 because one of the things we have to appreciate is that the base of that nut might not be perfectly flat. So as it goes around, you might be picking a high spot or a low spot. However, once you've done 360 degrees, the chances are you're going to, what's the word for it? You're going to come back to that same high or low spot. 0.02 of a 0.2 of a mil is not going to worry me too much. So we're looking at 1.2 mil per full rotation. That now gives me at least a starting point, and I can mark that down. And in fact, what I will do is take this out of there, and on this, hang on, let's zoom out on this thing. I'll get a red texter, and hang on, it's alright, it's hard to manipulate with the, here we go, 1.2 mil per revolution. At least that'll be okay, you know, I don't have to try and remember it. Alright, boys and girls, this time I'm going to finish this. I really don't want to reshoot it. You've got the concept of what I've done. And that's it. Now, if you don't have any of these gauges, you just have to wing it. You just have to sneak up on it, or you can use feeler gauges to test. If you haven't got feeler gauges, then you're going to be buggered with William Ing's method anyway, because he'd recommend feeler gauges. Alright, boys and girls, keep safe until you see the video, if you bother. Catch you later.